Hey guys, in this video, we'll be giving you the key takeaways and a full summary of Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. But before we start the summary, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, like this video, and click the notification bell to get updated about new summaries of business books every day. Rich Dad, Poor Dad Summary. Rich Dad, Poor Dad. The writer, Robert Kiyosaki, had two prominent dads in his life. Kiyosaki's birth dad, Poor Dad, was a brilliant and well-educated man. On the other hand, Dad was a firm believer in studying and achieving good marks before getting into a well-paying profession. Although these are presumably favorable qualities, Poor Dad fell on hard times. Rich Dad was a firm believer in financial knowledge, comprehending how money moves and getting rich work for you. The book discusses how Rich Dad made lots of money and Poor Dad's blunders. Rich Dad, Poor Dad's dominant theme is how to use wealth as a technique for money creation. It debunks the idea that the wealthy are born rich. It illustrates why your home may not be a true asset, defines the proper distinction between an unrealized gain or loss, and even more. The rich don't work for money. Kiyosaki tells how his wealthy father taught him that the wealthy don't work for a living. He said that the middle and lower classes work for a living, anxiety and selfishness, because they were never educated to take chances and instead were taught to remain in their usual environment and labor for a steady salary. Kiyosaki further writes that ideas arise and go into reality. The wealthy notice and take them, while the weak miss out because they are too preoccupied with finding comfort and security. Why teach financial literacy? Identifying assets and liabilities is among the essential financial lessons to be learned. Kiyosaki maintains to emphasize the necessity of financial planning. Even if you are wealthy, you may end up bankrupt, as some famous sports figures who choose terrible financial selections have done. As they buy assets and reduce their liabilities to an essential minimum, the wealthy continue to increase profit. On the other hand, the poor remain in poverty because they do the exact reverse and accumulate liabilities. Another crucial aspect is to realize that what genuinely makes you wealthy is not how much money you produce, but how much money you can preserve. Mind your own business. There are two primary components. First and foremost, clear off your bills and begin investing as early as possible in profit properties. Next, keep your earnings in good shape by devoting as much effort and cash as feasible to goods. According to Kiyosaki, if you want to be financially independent, you must mind your affairs. They must not be concerned with their company's affairs since it's not their problem. Instead, they should look for opportunities to become their supervisor and start their own company. After that, Kiyosaki talks about accumulating assets. Anything worth that may generate profitability is counted as income, as per him. The power of corporations and the history of taxes. Kiyosaki demonstrates how the rich employ large businesses to secure and increase their holdings, while the poor allow major corporations to control them. For example, the wealthy benefit from using corporations to generate wealth, invest it all, and only be taxed on the remaining. As he explicitly indicates, people make a profit, pay taxes on their income, and survive with the leftovers. Many may not realize how much they are being deceived, according to the writer, because they function correctly from the whole year to benefit the state by paying taxes on their earnings. Meanwhile, the wealthy are scarcely charged. One strategy to avoid the dullness of daily life is to improve one's financial IQ. This is achieved by learning about accountancy, investment, market analysis, and legislation. According to him, being uneducated leads to bullying, while being knowledgeable means you have a chance to fight back. The rich invent money. As per Kiyosaki, everyone is blessed with a hidden skill due to the threat and self-doubt. He also claims that those who are daring and courageous, rather than those who are intelligent, are the ones that succeed. Even when they have a tremendous amount of money, many don't get better off financially since they don't reap the benefits of chances and are hesitant to take chances. Most of these people do nothing but sit around and wait for the right moment to present itself. Rich Dad, Poor Dad goes on to say that there are two categories of shareholders: individuals who commit their wealth to a company or fund administrator purchase investment bundles. The majority of people engage in this manner. Professional investors handle their assets, identify opportunities to locate good bargains, and then engage specialists to oversee the daily operations. Work to learn, don't work for money. This is how the author discusses the talents that people need to acquire to be financially successful. He uses the case of a woman with a master's degree in English literature who is upset when the writer recommends she learns to market and use marketing strategy. If anybody wants to get wealthy, according to Kiyosaki, they must understand how to handle their financial position, others, and the industry. This is why financial knowledge includes a focus on sales and marketing. He also believes that communicating is another crucial talent to have to be financially productive. These are the ones who are only one technique away from becoming extremely wealthy. The author highlights one distinguishing feature of great affluent families. They give away money, a lot of it, in contrast to the needy, who believe that kindness comes from the heart. Overcoming obstacles. One of the top 5 challenges people experience on their way to financial independence is terror, distrust, idleness, bad habits, arrogance. He claims that while terror is natural, how you deal with it counts, and he advises people to focus on the benefit instead of the difficulty. Most individuals say they have to get rich, but when the writer suggests they invest in real estate, their original response is, "But I would not want to fix restrooms," which is hilarious. According to the author, it's odd that they're more obsessed with minor details like mending restrooms than with the future of property investment. Finally, the author claims that being selfish is beneficial. Thus, when presented with a decision, one should always question, what does it do for me? Getting started. This section includes advice on how to create and grow personal wealth. The first piece of advice is to find a reason to inspire you more prominent than the truth. The author suggests that one might awaken one's inner great businessman by boosting the mind. He believes that individuals must have a deep sense of purpose in life. He gave the following advice. Give your mind something to think about. The author claims that humans can make choices by nourishing their minds. Friendships should be carefully chosen. He advises readers to avoid folks who constantly announce that the sky is falling and instead hang out with people who like talking about the economy since they may have important things to teach. Individuals should study a single discipline before moving on to another, yet it is critical to choose one learns. The majority of people do not practice paying themselves first. People must pay themselves firstly, even if they are cash-strapped. This goes hand in hand with understanding and managing 3 factors: cash balance, relationships, and private time. Be a caring individual. He believes that paying one stockbroker handsomely makes perfect sense because he is a partner and your eyes and ears to the trade. Have champions. They are necessary for life since they motivate and make things appear simple. They provoke the human brain to wonder, if they can do something, why can't I? Still want more? Here's some to-dos. One piece of advice is to discontinue doing what you're doing if it's no longer productive or feasible. The author invites the reader to seek out new concepts and pick the minds of those who have the necessary skills and have accomplished what they want to achieve. He recommends studying by enrolling in programs, purchasing recordings, and workshops and seminars. The author suggests searching in the correct places while seeking property investment prospects. One approach to achieve this is to run around the area of interest. Even if they may not have enough money for a deposit, people can invest in real estate. In reality, the author implies that anybody can generate wealth with a bit of creativity with no resources. The book in 3 sentences. The book Rich Dad Poor Dad is all about Robert Kiyosaki and his 2 fathers, his biological father, Poor Dad, and the father of his closest friend, Wealthy Dad, and how both men influenced his financial and investing views. To be wealthy, you don't have to make much money. Wealthy people make a profit operating for them. If you like the summary, please leave a like and subscribe to our channel. Also, if you want to get updated about our newest summaries, click the notification bell, never to miss one.